Now then, people, welcome back to the Just Joe Football Show. Please do forgive me for being 15 minutes late. I apologise. I was on a meeting and then I had to make a brew. So forgive me. I hope you're all right. It's match day. We are back. We are back. We are so fucking back. It's Leeds United versus Everton tonight at Ellen Road. Big up to Sir Scotty99 who says, is there a watch along tonight? Is water wet? Is water wet? Is Joe beautiful? You best believe it. Big up to everyone in the chat. Big up to Emily, Kitty. Come on, you Spurs, still with us. Morning, Joe. I was watching your other video about Joseph. Interesting indeed. Yes, Romano has given it the seal of approval. I just want to say, just on this, obviously, I think it was also on Wacko, but big up to my main man, Joe. Joe, obviously, Joe came on this channel, said what he knew. Joe had shared that info with me. So big up to Joe. Obviously, we were ahead of the game on this one. Remember, we spoke about it 4 or 5 days ago. It got picked up yesterday. Well, there was rumblings in Italy. There was the Bologna bid. Then there was Sasha Tavolieri, Ben Jacobs late last night. And then, of course, today we've had the bomber, as it were, from Fabrizio Romano. Fabrizio Romano, the news is going across the bottom, but if anyone wants to just see the tweet, I can also share that with you as well. Leeds United are close to signing Noah Okafor from AC Milan. Understand proposal worth over 20 million euros has been submitted today, which should equate to around about 17 mil, I think. Contract until 2029 plus option till 2030. Final green light up to Okafor, then deal can be done with Leeds coach Farker pushing this one a lot. Just on that one as well, like Jared shared and like I'd mentioned just the other day, there was a couple of clubs in the Premier League that were potentially looking at him. He liked the Leeds United project. Remember, he was close to joining Leeds United before we got relegated. Had we have not got relegated that season, he was coming to Leeds United from Red Bull Leipzig, I think it had been at the time before he moved across to AC Milan. So he liked the project. He loved the fan base in Ireland, from what I was told. He did have some offers from Saudi, but he's not at that stage of his career. Salzburg, not Leipzig. Are you sure? It was Salzburg. Yeah, it's on the graphic there. What the fuck am I on about? The Farker pull. Yeah, listen, there's been some mixed reactions online to it. Silly, but I don't even want to go into it. I can't be arsed with it because it's the same heads all the fucking time. Of course, as well, Orazio Accomando, who's an Italian reporter who also went with this information. He said Leeds are ready to finalise deal for around about 17 million compared to the 20 million demanded by Milan. Crucial hours for sealing the deal. There you go, 17 million thereabouts. That's just come out there from Orazio, who actually went early yesterday as well. So that looks like it's even better than Fabrizio is reporting. Yeah, he's had a few injury issues. I mean, listen, Leeds United fans at the minute will find negatives in fucking finding £1 million under Settee. I'm convinced that we will somehow find negatives at... Yeah, no, that's not what he said, though, mate. He said 17 million compared to the 20 million demanded. They will find negatives over anything. That's just my thought process. I know players get injured. Water is wet. Do you know what I mean? It is what it is. Noah Okafor is a good acquisition for Leeds United. It's a good acquisition for Leeds United. What will this mean? He can play in the 9. I don't think we get another striker now. Any links to Ioannidis? Any links to Demirovic? I don't think we get another attacker now. I think we've got a deal here which is financially viable for the football club, and it wouldn't surprise me if they go and push for a right winger next. Bakwa is still available. Bakwa is still available at Strasbourg. Forest are not going there now. Forest have brought in Kalimawendo. They've brought in Amari Hutchinson. They've brought in James McAtee. They're not going there. Yeah. So I don't think we get a striker now. Not when we get, at the end of the day. No, I don't think we will, Lee. I don't think we will. I know he will play left wing. I do know this, but my point is they'll be happy to run with Mecha, Pirro, DCL, and also Okafor if needed. Do you see what I'm saying? Because then back up to him, you'll have Nonto, you'll have James. There might be a case that Ramazani gets sent on loan now if we're bringing in Okafor. Don't shoot the messenger. James on the right, Nonto on the right. I think they'll try and go for another winger. But I just think, yes, yeah, exactly. He's been given the number 9. Listen, you can listen. It is about opinions. If you think we get another number 9, that's fine. I don't think we will. Muppet's saying he's not as good as what we have. Well, that's crazy, Redders. It's crazy. So for me, it's look. DCL if fit is our starting number 9 week in, week out. They will. 100% be prepared for that. I would like one. Please know that I'm not saying I don't want one. I would like one. I would love Demirovic. I would love Ioannidis. But I just don't see us doing it. I just don't see us doing it. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I think Andrea was going to pop on. Us going for players with an injury record may genuinely be a tactic. Maybe confident, maybe. We're injury FC, aren't we? I mean, this is a gamble you have to play. This is the gamble that we're playing. Let's hope it lands, Matty. I have faith in the club. They don't. But hopefully it lands, bro? If it doesn't, we're up shit creek without a paddle. Let me just see if Andrea's still available because he was out at the minute. Bilal ain't happening. Club moved on weeks ago. I think, but see, Bilal also could be available still, by the way. Just because now Palace have gone for Tizzoli from Club Bruges. Yeah. I'm okay with the signing, but what happened to spending every penny possible? I hear you, right? And this is where I'll probably stick up for the club a little bit. If I go into a shop and a t-shirt's on sale, I don't demand to pay full price. I also don't have to go out. I mean, I don't have to go out and spend all my money. If I come away after a night out or whatever, then I'm happy if I wake up in the morning and I've still got money left over. Do you know what I mean? I hear it, but no, Andrea likes Okafor. I'm just seeing if he's available in. He has done a tweet, I believe. So we can have a read of that. I want us to have a look at tonight's lineup as well. Okafor is 6'1". Is this us being aggressive in the market? I think we've had a good window, man. I listen. You're not going to get me being negative on the window that we've had. I still think they will go and get someone else. Yeah, Jack, fair, but we know, right? I'll agree with you here. Their PR optics is shy. It's terrible. It's terrible. This window, it's been terrible. Oh, he'll be tough. Then we'll tell you everything. Now we won't tell you everything. And no disrespect, I'm not sending shots here. They can only report what they report. But what's the point of the local journalists right now? What is the point? What is the point? Take away Sunderland's bit. I mean, they have had a class window, haven't they? An unreal window. It's right. People would be saying, yeah, we have, man. We have. Comparative to, right, West Ham, nothing. West Ham, nothing. They brought Hermanson, good goalie, by the way. I'd have had him at Leeds. They've brought in Wilson. No. And they've brought in Diouf, who's a good signing. But that is it. While selling Kudus for 55 million. Fulham still haven't spent a penny. Palace, I think, have brought a backup goalie. They've spent about 2 million. That'll change, obviously, when they sell Eze, but they're selling Eze. Brentford have had a terrible window and have a really poor window. They're losing it. Everybody. Burnley, I don't rate their business at all, if I'm being honest. And Sunderland have had a great window. The thing is with Sunderland as well, a lot of their squad was assembled in League One. They brought players like Trey Hume for like 600k or whatever it was, 250. You know, they sold Job for a decent profit. So yeah. They were in a much better financial position than us. For the last 2 seasons, we've been one of the highest payers in the Championship wage-wise, so that we didn't have as much wiggle room. If we did, we'd have spent more, of course. Keith Brea, hi Joe, new member in Australia. G'day, mate. 8 years old and Leeds only. Give me a shout, I'll be happy. Keith from Oz. Big up to Keith. Big up to you, man. 8-year-old watching the channel. Love that, mate. The Jumping says, Joe, with respect, there's almost 2 weeks left in this window. You're talking like it's short. I don't think I am. I'm trying to stem what is some negativity around it. So this is what Andrea has to say. I'll just rip off his tweet. Going back home in 2-3 minutes, I can connect. Cool. We'll wait for him. Obviously, Andrea has a great knowledge of Okafor, having watched a lot of Italian fan base. So, you know, being an Italian, watching them. So we'll wait for him to come in. Big up Rick MC, Halifax's own. 100%. Scott Lighting, make a Sunderland Leeds 11 combined. I don't know much about their keeper, so I'll take our keeper. Our right back's better. I'd take our centre backs, although Dan Ballard's done all right. I didn't think he would. Done all right. Left back, they've got Ronaldo. We've got Goodmanson. That's a competition, I guess. We'll see. The midfield, I really like. Siddiqui, Diarra ran the show. I had Mike's on last night, the West Ham fan. He said he was quality. He ran the show. The midfield, there's a conversation, although I like ours, right? I'm not saying theirs is better, but theirs would also get in ours, if that makes sense. I'd take Siddiqui, I'd take Diarra, I'd take Xhaka. I'm taking them. You know what I mean? So, you know, there's a conversation. Yeah, Diarra took the piss, to be honest. They says you. So, Mayenda's decent. We have Piro Mecha. Isidore's decent. We have Piro Mecha. Adingra is good. We know Adingra is good anyway. We have Nonto. Boom. I mean, yeah. Anyway, I'm not going to go there, but there's not many right backs in the league I would swap Bogle for. Genuinely, Jason, I agree. So yes, they've had a great window, but they had a lot of catching up to do, right? They did. Like, we know this. No, not a great signing at all, and he wouldn't come either. Joe, what was it? Is that FF score? What do you mean? FF? Fantasy football. Mine, do you mean? Is that what you mean? Fucking sick. Oh, the people... Oh, I've got to share it with you, man. Fucking hell. If you haven't seen it, my days. I don't want you to see my team for next week. I've hit the wild card, by the way, but I'll show you my... It's still not done either. I've got Stack and Goodmanson tonight. I've got Stack and Goodmanson, but my fantasy, I'm top of the league. I'm top of the league. Not the overall league, but our league. Sanchez, Virgil, Porro, Kukureya, Van de Ven, Reinders, Palmer, Kudus, Wirtz, Haaland, Ekatike, Trafford. I told you Trafford would start. And Mayenda, 108 points. Look at the leagues. Top 6 there in FPL. Top 6th. Top top. That'll be it, though. It's only week 1, but honestly, as weekends go, mental, man. Mental. And the thing is, it ain't done. It ain't done. Because I've still got 2 players, Goodmanson and Stack. If Leeds United get a clean sheet and Stack does bits, my God. You know what I was looking at going, right, FPL pod, they're on 118, right? They have no players left to play. I could finish top of the FPL pod for the week, which would be amazing because I only need 10 points. I mean, it'd be amazing because you get a shout out on the pod and I listen to it week in, week out. So I just want to beat that, but I don't think I will. But yeah, as weekends go for fantasy, yeah, we only have 2 out and out wingers. You still think you go for Bakwa, yeah? I know ball. What can I say? You all laughed at me for someone said Mayenda. So I said Trafford. What? They got bloody 15 points between them, and I took out Salah because Salah was really poor in the Carabao. What's it called? Charity Shield, and he was also poor, if we're being honest, against Bournemouth. He was really poor. And I brought in Ireland, and obviously Ireland cooked. I managed to bring in Verts and Ekatike because I got rid of him. But I have hit the bench boost for next week. Not bench boost, sorry, free hit. Because I'm happy to go with this team again the following week. So my team is, a bit mad. It's got 3 Arsenal assets. I'm not speak. If I speak, I am in trouble. 1 blank in your whole team is crazy, I know, right? And that was Verts. Mad. Anyway, yeah, I mean, to be honest, Palmer was gash as well. Palmer was really gash. How have we only got 2 wingers? We don't. Oh, you're on about... No, that's a Forest fan, that, mate. Unless you're a Forest fan and you're telling him, listen, how have we only got two wingers? I did the show around the grounds last night with a few content creators, Mike's, Wolfie and Kendall, and it went down really well. Andrea is in position. I'm in position. So I'm going to send him the link now. So let's just wait for him to hop on. And then we'll talk some more on Okafor. Good morning, Joe. Leeds have spoken to Okafor, but there's no credible... Yeah, I mean, Fabrizio Romano, David. There. It's there. It's there, bro. Yeah, I sort of get it. Because they were an unknown quantity, right? Because of last season, but they showed us, right, they're ready to cook again. What's your team tonight? My team, mate, will be Perry, Bogle. Obviously, we know the centre-backs have to be Rodon and Strauch, and then Goodmanson. My midfield 3 is Ampadu in the 6, Stack and Tanaka either side. Then I'm going Nonto on the left, James on the right, Hero up top. I think that's what it'll go with. Andrea's entered the studio. Just wait for him to give me the thumbs up to say he's good to go. He is good to go. Let's bring the man in and let me change my screen. Hey, I thought you froze?
I think it's frozen, man. Wait a second.
I was like, he's not even smiling at me. What have I done? Oh, he's here now.
Wait.
You're there. You're here now. Don't worry, bro. You're here. Where have you been, man?
Yeah,
I've missed you.
Yeah, I missed you too, man.
Yeah, you know. Man. How's things?
Good to be back. Good, man. On a bit of a rush, honestly. But yeah,
you got a lot going
took time. Yeah, a lot going on, exactly. Not going on both on both sides, personally and professionally. So yeah, hopefully professionally, but not right now.
Fingers crossed for you, bro.
For the future, but yeah, fingers crossed. Yeah. But yeah, good to be back. Honestly, good to be back.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me as always. I'm looking forward a lot about the return of the Premier League, and tomorrow, especially with the return of the almighty final word.
Yeah, the almighty final word will be back on Tuesday evening.
Final word, yeah.
Right, mate. Let's talk to me about Noah Okafor. Previously been at Salzburg, has spent time in Italy with AC Milan and a short period with Napoli as well. He's not wanted by AC Milan. He is available. Has a few suitors, but it looks like he could be on his way to Leeds United. What's your take on that initially before you tell us what he can give us?
Well, first and foremost, I think we need to look at the player, and my view on the player has always been he's a good, talented, technical, especially player. So I remember when AC Milan signed him from RB Salzburg, he arrived in Italy with a nice healing. He had great expectations for him. Because especially they played against him in the Champions League, RB Salzburg against AC Milan, and he did very well against them. So that's why they signed him. And he was wanted by a few Bundesliga clubs back at the time. So there were great expectations. And he started well, honestly, as a center forward, as a number 9. So I like the player. The only problem in recent times is that since he arrived in Italy, he started well, but he never found consistency.
Okay.
Especially because when he signed for Salzburg, RB Salzburg, from Basel, he arrived as a winger. But at RB Salzburg, they turned him into because he grew in muscle and all of that, they turned him into a proper versatile number 9. Can play all around, very lively in the final third, moving all around, one touch, passes the ball, gets in behind, hold up play, very complete forward, as a number 9. But when he arrived in Italy, he started in that position, not starting in the starting 11, but started to play in that position again. But since then, he was managed by Pioli. Then Pioli left, Fonseca arrived, and then Conceição arrived. AC Milan was in a lot of turmoil, and combined with that, there was the fact that he struggled a lot with injuries. Because he was injured a lot. He struggled to regain fitness, because when he returned, he never looked fit. To be fair, in January, AC Milan wanted to sell him, basically.
Okay.
So they found an agreement this January, I'm talking about, with RB Leipzig, always in the Red Bull circle,
Yeah.
In the Bundesliga, he went there and he failed the medical. So the transfer didn't happen because of that. And on the last day of the window, final days of the window, he returned to Italy, and they needed to find a solution for him because they were they had signed Santiago Jimenez in that window from Feyenoord, AC Milan. So they found an agreement with Napoli, and he went on loan there. Technically won the Scudetto, but I think he played 4 or 5 games.
Yeah, not a lot.
A lot. Yeah, short spell. But the main positive there is that we know that Antonio Conte operates under a strict regime in terms of fitness.
Yeah.
And he got him back in shape. We've seen him in preseason. I remember, and I'm gonna address it quickly. If you remember in January, I said I don't think will be a player that might interest us. Because of his injury record. But looking at this preseason, he looks like he's back in shape. And hopefully, fingers crossed, he's back in shape, because I was talking with an AC Milan fan, a friend of mine, before half an hour ago, and he told me last season he struggled a lot when he was injured, and he gained weight, and he struggled to get back to his best shape, because he really struggled. He was out for a while, so he struggled to get back to his best shape. But right now, if you look at him in preseason, it looks like he's back at his best, and hopefully he needs to be injury free, stay injury free.
I'm going to put that image that you shared out, the shape that he'd gone from
look at him.
to. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah. Look, Conte got him back in shape on Napoli, because he was out a lot, and in Italy, one of the main problems is that we prioritize always the tactical side, but look at us in international competitions, look at Serie A sides. The UCL final, Inter Milan were battered by PSG, not just tactically, but fitness-wise. It was like a top-tier side. Premier League side, PSG, and a Serie C third-tier side in Italy, because the fitness levels were so different, There was like 20 players of PSG and 5 players of Inter, they were all around them. In terms of conditioning, that's one of the main.
But that's something I laud. That is something I laud Daniel Farker for. I remember when he came over, we spoke to a Norwich fan. They said he was doing double, triple sessions. I've heard Matty Jarvis say it, who used to play for him at Norwich, say it on a podcast. He was doing double, triple sessions even before the first game. And what I will say, and this is, look, I don't like to throw shade, but BL's had them fitter than they've ever been, but they broke down a lot. The difference with Daniel Farke is we don't break down. They don't seem to break down as much. They seem to recover from injuries quicker. Obviously, we had that issue in the first season with Strauch. He gets rid of what's he called? What's the guy? Rob, the guy who went to Derby, the medical guy.
Rob Price.
Yeah, he got rid of Rob Price. Last season. We had none. We were managed to get Solomon, who considered quitting football, fit, playing. We had Ampadu get an injury. He came back weeks before. So I think for me, one thing I'll say is that Daniel Farke's regime, fitness, and the way that he looks after the players is tip top. So if anyone can get Okafor to a level, I back it to be him. It's the same with Calvert-Lewin as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Domagala has been massive since he arrived as the fitness trainer for us, the strength and conditioning coach. And I'm glad you mentioned Calvert-Lewin and Solomon, because I think there's a lot of similarities on the type of signing, because I think, was talking to AC Milan fans, friends of mine, because, in Italy, the majority of people, apart from the local side, if they don't support the local side, they support either Juventus, AC Milan, or Inter Milan, So I have a lot of friends who support AC Milan, so I asked them for an opinion. I've seen him play this season, but not as much because he hasn't played much, So they told me, I think we've robbed you with 20 million. It's not worth that price, but on potential it's worth that. But right now it might be more. But that's the type of signing. We spend that kind of money hoping to get him back in shape, like we did with Solomon last season, and like we hoping to do with Calvert-Lewin this season. And hopefully he stays fit, and next season, he's worth 30, 25, and his price rises up, So that's the type of signing that we are looking to complete. At this stage, I think we had other priorities probably, like Shaw, for example. Krstovic didn't happen. Those kind of players, but those were probably the A-listers,
Yeah.
Then at this stage, with the league about to start, for us, you need to get players in. Farke has been
100%.
relentless in saying we need another winger. We haven't replaced Solomon.
What can you tell me about Jon Lucumi at Bologna?
Lucumi, good, very good player.
Sunderland.
Sunderland, confirmed.
No, but they're keen. He wants to move. They don't want to let him go, but they're trying for him. So they've done some amazing business, Sunderland.
Yeah, that would be amazing too, man. Because honestly, he's a force, so strong, Premier League ready. Signed him from Leeds in FIFA career.
Did you
actually? Yeah, but he was struggling with fitness. In that season, so I sold him at the end of the season because he was struggling with with fitness, But in real life, he's very, very good, especially with his feet. Very good vision, very good ball carrying, very similar to Rodri in a certain sense. The type of player, but stronger physically. He's stronger.
Sorry, I just want to add because I've just seen this just being sent it on Twitter. Jack Harrison has left money behind the Moot Hall Arms pub for fans to go get a drink on him. This is he's helped raise thousands of pounds for Leeds Women Aid through donations of signed merch and direct cash. Jack swung by the Moot on his way to training and has left us another amazing gift. He has left me with a sizable donation for your beer fund today. So from 3 p.m. today, they're opening the bar tab for you. And you can go have a drink on Jack, one per customer, beer, wine, or spirit. What a way to start the season. Thanks to Jack. So, what are your thoughts on that? Because the guy, this, last season when Harrison and that came back, they said, we want a public apology, blah, 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 blah. We never got that. And he was welcome back. I think the vitriol that's gone his way has been a little bit over the top. And I think he is going out of his way big time to try and get this matter sorted. I think that's, he can be begging it, but this is an apology. This is him apologizing.
It's his first, it's his first, the first step he takes, to rekindle the relationship, because of course the relationship is it has turned sour, after he left. I think that video of the Everton away end was the turning point, honestly, in his first season, when the fan asked to his mom, don't go back to Leeds, stay here. No chance. But actually, Harrison has never spoken about Leeds since he left, I think. I may be wrong, but I've never seen him speaking, about Leeds after he left. So honestly, I think I think the relationship has turned sour because of the way he left, probably.
It's his mom.
The fact that
it was his mom.
it was that, and I think the thing that he was associated automatically with Christensen, with Koch, with all those players, Weber, that left in the first season because of the relegation clauses, But that's the first step for sure. You know me, I'm tactically, I'm not a big fan of the player. I won't lie.
No, you're not. I like him, right? But I know you're not. That's fair enough.
But that's the difference between the person and the player, of course. So there's one thing that we can agree on. We may disagree on the player, the way he plays, because I don't think he suits us a lot the way we play right now. But that's one thing I think we can agree on. He's an hard worker in training, and he's an hard worker on the pitch. I know that I don't like about him the fact that he starts too much on the ball. I remember on the left a lot of time. I got frustrated, a lot when he starts on the ball too much.
Yeah, like stalls takes too long. Yeah,
it takes too long. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that one. But he's an hard worker, and that's the first step. Again, I didn't like the fact that he was heavily booed. Because in the end he's wearing the shirt. I understood when they booed Gnonto, because he had asked to leave, but Gnonto, he worked his way back with the fans, and Harrison knows that he needs to take the same path. That's the first step, and I think tonight there will be boos, of course.
Yeah,
I think, but there will be fewer boos compared to the other.
Everyone's allowed to.
So that's the first step. Yeah,
do it once, right? Do it once when his name's read out or whatever. What I didn't like in Ireland was it was every time he touched the ball, I was like, man, this is what we're like with an opposition player. But hey, listen, everyone's entitled to do what they want to do, by the way. But like's been said there by Key City Kyle, you should. Oh, right. Okay. No, sorry. I read that wrong, bro. But I think for me, he can show us by his performances. He's clearly shown the coaching staff and his teammates, and now he's trying to. And listen, there'd be no better way, Andrea, than him whipping a ball in tonight to Calvert-Lewin's head, and we win the game. 1-0.
Yeah,
that would be the perfect way, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Absolutely. But I think if we score tonight, there would be players from last season. I have this feeling. Yeah. Let me answer the door very quickly.
Problem. You go answer the door. This is so true, Andy. I can see people saying like, "Oh, he could keep his money in that," but then will tell us Matteo's right. Doesn't make sense. Yes, it would. The cross, and I agree with what you were saying, Sonny, as well. He didn't do no fucking wrong. He did what his contract allowed him to do. Blame the club, not him. But hey ho, it is what it is. But Andrea, just Noah Okafor looks like it could get done. Just because I haven't spoken to you for a long time. What have you made to the window overall? Will have spent close to 90 million when this one comes in, maybe just under, with 9 players in the door. Of course, we still need to get some extra bits. We're still lacking probably a creator. I don't know about you, but I don't think we get a 9 now, especially with Okafor being also being able to play there. It's like you've got 4 number 9s then, if you like. So I don't think we go get one. But what have you made to the window, and what do you think we still need to do?
I think there's it's been a decent window, to be fair, especially at the back, because you have absolutely strengthened the defense, with Gudmundsson on the left, with the center back, Biol, Bornau. But yeah, you still need to bring in players too, because Smith was on its way out to Werder Bremen, and now with the injury to Bogle, that was postponed, and we don't know if it's going to happen or not again. That move. So right now with Bogle struggling with that injury, we'll see tonight if he's available or not. If he can make, if it was pre-tactic or not.
Yeah,
but yeah, I think we need.
We need him as well, because they're without a left back. I think Dwight McNeil's going to play there. So if we can get at them, Bogle's the man.
Absolutely.
Bogle's the man for sure.
Absolutely. I think there's the main need is if you sign Okafor to be the left winger, you still need a number 9. If you sign Okafor to be a number 9, you still need a winger for me. That's the sliding door,
I think they'll move to a right winger now.
Yeah, it might be.
And I think they look for a right winger, someone like Bakwa, and then I think they play Okafor on the left, but also are aware that he can play in the 9 if needs be.
Yeah, that can be. But honestly, going into the season with Pirot and Mecha mainly, I don't know, man. To be fair, I don't know. I think we still need another body.
Would you still want another 9?
Yeah, absolutely, because we've seen Joseph going out, of course, on loan. Bamford frozen out in recent weeks, training with the under-21s, Hausen, and playing the friendlies with them. But yeah, I think realistically we need, you have signed Mecha and you have Pirot. You can play Okafor there, of course. I think it's his best position, to be fair. But if you play Okafor in the 9, you need to sign for me, because you have Gnonto, Ramazani, and Harrison. And like you said, only James, realistically, on the right. Gnonto plays there too. But I think he's better on the left.
He's less effective on the right, He's less effective on the right, Gnonto. I do think we need a right winger.
Yeah, I agree. But if Okafor plays on the left, I think we can see, realistically, us starting with, let's say, Mecha or Pirot in the 9. Then you have Okafor on the left and Gnonto move to the right.
I think Kalvin Phillips.
Yeah, DCL too. Yes, CL too. You have DCL, Mecha, and Pirot.
Yeah.
In that position, and I think you have, because my main worry is in the end DCL and Mecha, both had injury worries.
Yeah, I know.
Both had injuries worry. I think Okafor can play there too, but we were linked with Demirovic and Ioannidis while we were linked simultaneously with Okafor. So the main question is, where those two links separate, as we saw Okafor as a left winger and the other two as a number 9, or Okafor was seen as a number 9 as well as Ioannidis and Demirovic. So signing off Okafor rules out the signing of Demirovic or Ioannidis. That's the question. I think we'll see the answer in the answer off in the next few days. But apart from that, today you have all sorts of sound going around here.
Really? Can't hear, bro. I can't hear. Yeah. What's your prediction for tonight, mate? What do you see happening?
Well, I already said it yesterday on our chat. 2-0 for us. James and Pirot.
James and Pirot. Oh yeah. I know why. Yeah.
But apart from that, to finish that, I think we need realistically another attacker, not specifically a 9 or a winger. We'll see one of them. I think it depends on when you want to play Okafor. But apart from that, I think the others depends on exits.
How many players do you think we get in? 2 or 3 after Okafor?
Okafor, I think 2. We need a fullback. I would like one on both sides, but a fullback will do just fine, and another midfielder probably for more squad depth.
Yeah.
That
would you take Kalvin as a backup 6?
Absolutely, 100%. Yeah, absolutely. I think he needs where he's at in his career. He needs that the move at Man City turned out to be not the push for his career, but his career has went backwards. Has gone backwards. Sorry.
Yeah.
And since then, West Ham didn't do well. Lost his place with England. And at Ipswich, he struggled with fitness too, but he wasn't that great. So he needs that after a season where he didn't impress specifically or consistently with a newly promoted side that got relegated, going back home, he won't have a guaranteed place in the starting 11, but he needs that's the chance that he can have right now. Because look at the 20 Premier League sides, there's not one Premier League side where he's a starter right now.
No, I agree.
He knows that.
I think Kalvin knows he's coming in. If he was to come
Absolutely.
in, he knows he's coming in to be on the bench. He knows. I think Kalvin would take a pay cut to come to Leeds. I think the deal at City, they'll just be happy to get him off the book, both fans and Pep. Pep's already spoke after the game on Saturday saying, I need to get rid of players. He's already said the squad's too big. Kalvin's one of them. I don't think there's many other options for him, if I'm being totally honest. I think, for me, as a backup six, because the way I see it, and you may disagree, but I'll get your opinion on it. We have 3 starters. Maybe 4. What I mean by that is like Ampadu starts, Stack starts, then it's a toss-up between Tanaka and Longstaff for me. Underneath that, you have Gruev, who could be a backup, normally comes on the left of the 3. So I think we could do with an out-and-out backup 6 for Ampadu. And that, for me, would be Kalvin. Then you could have, I see Ampadu, Kalvin, Stack, Gruev, Longstaff, Tanaka. And then you've got like 3 starters, 3 underneath that. That's the way I see it, mate. Rather than going, well, no, because Gruev can play there. But then it's like, oh, well, you're moving him from being back up there. I would, if the deal, if what's being said, if it can happen and it works financially, and I'd love to bring Kalvin home because he's KP and he's my boy and he's Leeds and he loves the club. If you can bring him back and it works financially, I'd take it. So I don't see why we wouldn't,
Yeah, we see eye to eye, mate. We see absolutely eye to eye to this one. I think it's beneficial for both parties. Kalvin can try to kick back up his career at home, and Leeds gets another body capable of playing the way we want to play with the 6. Out and out. And Gruev, he can. Right now, we've moved to 3 midfield, like we've been saying. Farke try to play 4-3-3 last season. How many times did we say that last season? Try to switch to a 4-3-3 this season. He has done it. I'm very excited for that.
Same.
I agree with you also on Tanaka and Longstaff. Honestly, I think we might see Tanaka tonight, but on the long term, I think. Yeah. But on the long term, I think Tanaka can be more of an impact player from the bench, to be fair. In certain games, you can start Longstaff. In certain games, you can start Tanaka. Different players, Maybe if you face a more physical side in the middle, you start Longstaff. But like tonight, I think we see Tanaka, But really exciting to... more curious than excited, actually. To see Gudmundsson, because I like him when he gets on the offensive... part of the game, but what I don't like is that he only uses his left foot, basically, like Maradona. He never uses his right foot.
You're right. I just want to wade in on a few points that people are making. Sorry. So Sentiment FC, right? Sentiment FC. Okay, I hear you, right? You can have that opinion, but my point is, what is the harm in bringing in a player who will sit on the bench? Who is a Leeds United lad who saw his best football at his career at Leeds United and got an England call-up when he was at Leeds and played his... He was amazing at Leeds United. I don't have anyone say any different. When Bielsa came in, he was amazing. Why wouldn't you want him just sat on the bench? And if you say to me, right, well, no, it's not good enough to sit on the bench, he might not even touch the pitch. He will. But my point is, who else is out there with his pedigree? Who no one that's going to be willing to go be back up. Trust me, Kalvin will want this move more than anything. He'll want to come home. He'll want to try and do something for his hometown club. Why wouldn't you want this? I honestly can't compute. I could understand if we went, do you know what? We're not buying Stack, we're buying Kalvin. Yeah, get it. But he's going to be sat on the bench. What pedigree, Robert? What do you mean, what pedigree? He got voted England's best player. What do you mean, what pedigree? What are we doing? And I find it disrespectful to be throwing shade at him. If you are a Leeds United fan, listen, you can call me sentimental FC, blah, 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 blah. He is, for me, a top guy. Why wouldn't you want him? Is that Rob Price? Yeah, Rob Price from Derby. He's coming up for shit. Pierre, I think he's played as comes on late on in games on the right hand side of midfield. He plays on the right and he's looked good. To be honest. So, we'll wait and see. But to be honest, the opinion of people that say, "Oh, blah 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 blah," do you know half of the chat? Not even that, 95% of the chat told me if you get relegated, you're not good enough and they won't take Amari Hutchinson. Do you know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. He's just gone for nearly 40 million. So I think I'm on the right side of history. It's all right. And when Kalvin comes back, watch the reactions, man. Watch the reactions. He just wants to come home. Let him come home. Let me go home.
You need experienced players too. 100%. You need experienced players too. He's been playing in the Premier League since 2020 now. So it's been 5 seasons in the Premier League. He's played at City, and we've talked about the fitness regime at Leeds. He knows that he can build that fitness up with defined amounts of minutes, trying to fight Ampadu for his place. But right now he knows that he's coming to be on the bench, and he knows that it's a fresh start for him, and fresh starts means that he needs to do certain steps to get back to where he was when he left Leeds. Another thing that I was going to say, I remember when he left, there was a lot of people that, not the majority, but many people that said, all that talk about being a Leeds lad and he left for Man City at the first chance. He had the other chance to leave. Yeah. When we got promoted, when we didn't get promoted, he was supposed to go to Aston Villa. There was a big offer from Aston Villa, remember that? But the main factor behind Kalvin moving was the ownership at the time, not the 49ers, but the Italian ownership that was at Leeds at the time. They know that the money were too good for Leeds to get at the time, with him and Rafinha. So it was, there's also the Amazon Prime documentary about Kalvin. You see that they really want him to go to Man City. So it's not down to Kalvin, honestly. He accepted, of course, but what are you supposed to do? It's same with Alan Smith, with what happened with Alan Smith, Many people criticized him. Yeah, absolutely. He went to Man United. He said that he was never going to sign for Man United. But in the end, years later, we discovered that he left a part of the transfer sum that was supposed to go to him or his agent, I think, to Leeds. Yeah. And that was massive for Leeds to continue to operate financially when Leeds was facing a risk of disappearance back then. And I don't agree with the fact that Smith takes a lot of, of barrage of critics, of course, rightly so, because he went to Man United. But I think Kewell did worse, honestly, to be fair.
Yeah, 100%.
The way it happened, yeah.
100%. Big up to Leon at Match Bingo. Listen, I've been speaking to Leon this morning. We're running an exclusive only Just Joe football show Match Bingo card for this evening's game as well, folks. As long as the card gets filled, then the prize pot will increase, a guaranteed winner as well. So big up to big up to Leon and big up to Match Bingo as well. £350 prize pot, but as the cards get sold, that will increase, and there will be a guaranteed winner as well. The link's in the description, so make sure you check it out. Righteous One says, wind up Joe football show. Sorry, mate. It's all good, mate. I'll buy it all day. It is what it is. But yeah, right. We're both going for 2-0 this evening. I'll be live from 7 o'clock. So make sure you join me for that. Happy days. We're going to win. The Premier League's back. And yeah, we move. Anything else you would like to touch on or add before we finish, Andrea?
Well, I think we talk about everything probably. Yeah, it's good to see the lads back on the pitch, and I think it's been a long time coming, because honestly, it feels different when you wait for Leeds Everton compared to when you wait for Leeds Stoke City or Leeds Plymouth Argyle. With no disrespect
like
to us on basis, but
you know what I mean, like Leicester Preston or Sheffield United, who've got 0 points after 2 games. You know what I mean?
And they look in trouble. Honestly, I've been following the championships too, but their squads man, they don't look all right. They need to make some proper signings, otherwise they will miss out on promotion, both of them. Especially financially, there will be a lot for them to miss out.
Yes, they shouldn't have sacked Wilder. Them's the facts, man.
I agree.
There you go. Look, folks, it's Just Joe 200% deposit bonus as well, folks. A 200% deposit bonus with the code Just Joe. So if you put a deposit in, you will get a 200% deposit bonus. Make sure you join us for tonight. Match Bingo Private Just Joe Football Show. There you go. Just create a bonus code. There you have it, folks. 200%. So if you get involved tonight, you will be there. Strong bench tonight. Yes, hopefully so. But anyway, we're going to leave it there. Make sure you get your Match Bingo cards. Join me for tonight's watch along. And Leeds United are going to win. And we're going to show the Premier League that the newly promoted teams are here to stay and not just to make up numbers. Peace out, folks. Bye-bye now.